Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Thank you for joining me once again for one of these diary entries, and we're going into some Fake Grand Order. Now, we are on the verge of a new event coming out, as we can see here, the Dancing Dragon Castle, where we are going to get a new unit. But in the meantime, we have things like this interlude campaign coming up with Taigon Wong. He's in the normal summons, so not super interested in summoning there. However, we do have this swimsuit event participation support. So some of the swimsuit servants that were available this past year, and among them are Ace the Savior, and as we saw previously at the beginning of this, Melusine Ruler, as well as Castoria Berserker. Now, I did get enough Castoria Berserkers to be able to finish her off, so we won't be meddling in any of that. However, we are going to be looking for an Aesc as well as a Melusine, so why not get right on into those there. Aesc doesn't look like there's necessarily going to be anything special with hers, and it looks like Melusine is going to have some of the craft essences from when she had appeared. So, and I guess actually no, Aesc is going to have some of the. I believe that she was the anniversary servant, so I guess these are technically the anniversary CEs, but let's start off with a little bit of a one-shot here for Ace, just to see if we can get anything good. Mostly no hopes for it. Normally it doesn't. Just a little bit of Bronze Link Manipulator. Nothing grandiose. And we're going to get right on into the multi-summons to see if we might be able to grab her. As you can probably have seen, I have decreased the amount of videos because I have officially caught up to everything that I have been working on getting to be caught up with the Fake Grand Order diary entries. And we are going to be starting off with a min roll with a CE that we don't necessarily like and absolutely nothing within that we care for. So off to a little bit of a poor start here, but let's see if we could potentially keep that back and get something a little better. Craft Essence here before the party, and another one of that covering fire, another before the party, and it looks like triple before the party. So it looks like 3 people on the Craft Essence, and 3 of those Craft Essences. Is it a sign? Is Ace going to be coming up here now? Who knows? But we are going to be summoning until we grab a copy of her. In a corner of the light, I'll get in a little bit of the 3-star Craft Essence as well, though not necessarily needing it. Gemstone Shots and Karmatis before the party. So it looks like we are getting all of those old event Craft Essences that we don't necessarily need. So I will look to see if potentially maybe the 5-star one might need a little bit, but I kind of doubt it. So we are getting into a servant here. Fingers crossed for Caster. Nope, it's just Berserker and a little bit of Ibaraki Doji. So nothing special there, though getting a rare prism will be a little nice there. We'll certainly take it still. And a little bit of Casmatis, however you want to pronounce it there, and the Cleaner. So at least we're getting some stuff that looked a little bit long. Yep, other servant. Getting 2 gold servants in a row. Though it's Archer, that is unfortunate. A little bit of Zenobia. Beautiful Archer there. We will certainly take more of her, and it looks like we are going to continue on getting gold here. Another Casmatis. Look at all the gold in that summon there. Oh my goodness. Oh my, almost half of it being gold. That's what you want to see in one of these summons. So, 2 gold servants. Hey, they are not the Ace the Savior that we want, but like I said before, we're going to be certainly grateful for any rare prisms that we can get. Oh, there we go. A little bit of rainbow. Please, please, please. Don't lose the coin flip. Okay. And there we are, getting another copy of our Aesc the Rain Witch. Very, very academic and elegant in those robes. It is good to see another copy of her coming through. Yes, that is the look of a mage on a quest I am thrilled to get another copy of her very, very quickly. And now that we do, it is time to move on to Melusine to see if we can get another copy, because not only are we looking for one copy of Melusine, who will be completed after this, but we are lacking 2 copies of Barghest and 2 copies of Baobao Sith, or Kaitku Miko Care, however she wants to be addressed. But we are going to be looking for those as well to be able to finish them off, and we're going to see if maybe we can get them, because it would be fantastic to be able to complete all of them. So, Tenoch having a nice swimsuit as well. You know, she's a very fashion-forward type of servant with her, I believe it's her second ascension. So it's unsurprising that she would have a nice swimsuit as well. But I believe, if I remember correctly, Kaitku Miko Care, I believe she is Pretender, and I know that Barghest is Archer, and Melusine is going to be Ruler. So those are who we're going to look for, and we're getting one right away. Persimmon. Okay, Barghest. Please be Barghest, because that's my girl, and we are looking for another copy, and there we go. She does show up. Fantastic. She's got her Uzi at the ready for us to be able to fight. Okay, so one more copy of her, 2 more of the Miko, and 1 more Ruler. That is what we are looking for. Can we accomplish it? It would be fantastic if we could. That was slow. Fantastic. Another Servant. Who are we getting? Another Barghest. Fantastic. Yes. So, my favorite of them, it did show up very briskly. She is followed up by another Servant. Could it be one of the others? Pretender, hey, that's her. Kaitku Miko Care. So we just need 1 more of her, as well as the copy of the Melusine, and we got everything that we wanted. How fantastic. And I don't mind extra copies of the Baobao Sith or the Barghest, because it will provide some extra coins for me to be able to use for their append skills, as it would be nice to have enough for them. Now, we do get extra ones because they are event servants, but you know, we don't necessarily have all of them. That was another delay. Okay, Pretender or Ruler would be the best, but we'll definitely take more Barghest because she is the best of them. Fantastic. Good to get another Barghest. And it'll be good to have her complete out. Okay. Just the Barghest. You know, I'm not complaining. I would take a Barghest any day of the week. So, we are still going to be looking in. None of the craft essences really mean anything for us. Maybe the 5-star Tets one might be impactful in completing out a MLB copy of it, if we don't have it already. I'll have to look that up, but that's really the only one. Verded Rain of Mud, that one has been completed, so don't necessarily need that. But yeah, none of the 4-star CEs are of importance for us, and that was another delay. So, Pretender or Ruler? Oh, they are showing up so quickly, which is to my great delight. I am thrilled about that. Oh, yes. That's good. That is so good. Okay, so I think we're going in order. Baobao 5th is my least favorite of the Fairy Knight trio from Camelot. Avalon, I can't remember what the exact naming of that story was, but Barghest was my favorite, followed by Melusine, and then Baobao 5th is, you know, I'm pretty neutral on her there, and of course Morgan is to me just a little bit below Vargas, but again, she is not one of the Fairy Knights. Dazzling Moon, get a little bit of Phantasmoon at the end of the year will be really nice, but we are all set on that CE, and, again, we haven't really seen much in terms of the 5-star craft essences. Okay, we got a couple more attempts here before we are in the realm of just looking for single summons, and I wouldn't mind just doing some tickets on this to hopefully get it. Man who withstood, the one who withstood pain, that one is all set as well, so we are all set with you. Are getting another gold. Got my fingers crossed for Pretender. Okay, like I said, I will take Vargas any day of the week because I like Vargas, so absolutely we'll take her there. We will keep on rolling though because we are trying to get that Balbasith, and it would be great to get her because then we don't need to summon on any of the banners with her in the future looking to receive her. A little bit of Ushiwaka. We love our Ushiwakas. We stand her. Absolutely amazing within the Babylonia arc. Okay, well this is going to be our last multi for Balbasith. Oh, and we get our first copy of the Tet CE. No, we're all set on those. Okay, so pretty lax in terms of those. I do have some tickets, and I am looking to do our general 10 summons and just get through them quickly, as they're likely not going to be much of anything, but if they do prove to be a little bit of something, I'll certainly take it. But Pretender is definitely the thing at the top of our list to see, because honestly I can't recall if there is a Pretender that is in the main gacha other than Hephaestion. I don't believe so. So like that could be the one case of, man, we got duped and tricked and lost the coin flip type of deal, but I'm hoping that because they are the raid-up servants, that they would be more common to get than, the fake ones there. Okay. Last one here before we end this out. Another Tet CE and Atlas Institute. So, unfortunately, she did not desire to show up for us, but hey, that can be the case sometime. At the very least, we did finish up Melusine, we did finish up Vargas, and we got another copy of our Aesc. Now, depending on how things go, I may even look to do another summon for Aesc, because it took so little for us to get the Ace that we have as well as the Melusine, and who knows if we go on and get it and maybe roll for a little bit of Aesc, maybe we can roll a little bit more for our little Miko for the Kernunos. We'll see. But thanks for joining me on this one here. I'm very, very pleased for what we got. I love getting some extra Vargas. I like finishing up servants there. So now we've got 2 more that are finished and another one that has another good level of MP in her, going up to, I believe, MP3. So I wish you a lot of luck with whatever it is that you are up to. Please take care of yourself. I'll see you next time. Have a good afternoon, evening, or night, and I'll see you then.